like, subscribe, and set those notifications. We want you guys live with us to join us in the chat room, and of course get the best numbers from these plays delivered here by our expert handicappers here on from Tony'sPicks.com. Before we get underway, just a couple things. Make note of our promo code. You can save 20% off all our best premium plays over at Tony'sPicks.com. You can access our page by clicking the link you see there in the description. Click the All Cappers tab and go ahead and get signed up. Also, I'd love to hear from you guys, so post your picks in the comments below. And of course, visit our site, Tony'sPicks.com. We are a multi-capper site showcasing top cappers in our industry. Click the links to the hot cappers, get signed up to some of our long-term passes. You'll see some our hot cappers that are like Nick. Mindy's been on absolute fire. Morning's team as well, pumping up the winners and winners here for this year and the last 30 days. Nick has been on fire. Mindy, Tiffany, Pravi, they've been all on fire. Click the link, get signed up to their long-term passes. You'll find our featured premium picks here at the center of the page here. We got lots going today. On a Monday, our best bets. Each capper can release a best bet from each sport per day. That's why you'll see multiple best bets up there on the day. So go ahead and get signed up. $15 premium pick is promotional. Each capper can designate one of those plays off their card as a $15 premium pick. Just introduce their service to new and existing customers. We are loaded here for Monday's cards, so go ahead and get signed up. 3 packs offer great value. You'll find them on our site and more. So be sure to sign up to those. And of course, as you scroll down, you may, if you choose to purchase the plays, our premium plays a la carte, well, you'll find our pick ticker here with team versus team game information. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get game day picks underway. Let's go ahead and on the show today with us today, we have Ramon Scott and Mindy Hahn. So let's get underway here with game day picks. We'll welcome in Mindy Hahn. You'll catch her top of the leaderboards over at Tony'sPicks.com. Been doing great work up there. Also a part of that morning show here at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, Saturday through Thursday. I think we're ready for Mindy. Bring her in. Mindy, how's it going?
I'm doing well, and especially after a Chiefs victory.
Yes, the Chiefs victory as they head into the Super Bowl to face the Eagles, and good thing they're not going into Philadelphia. I think Philadelphia's a different team when they're not at home. So we'll see how this one. Rolls here. Tonight we're going to college basketball here, of course, on this 14-game card. We're looking here at COPPIN State here in Delaware State in this one.
Yeah, I mean, not a whole lot to pick from here today since we've gone over so much here on the morning steam as well. But we're taking a look at Delaware State versus Coppin State. This Delaware State team only 1-12 on the road this season, but against the spread they're 6-7. So really not too bad there. Coppin State, they're 4-3 at home, 4-3 against the spread as well, but only a 2-8 record in their last 10 here against the spread. Both of these teams, I guess you could say, are pretty terrible here. Delaware State, though, I feel like might have a little bit of a chance here to get the win today. Delaware State, they are winners of their last 2, and Coppin State losers of, I don't know, about their last 5 by, by an average of 17 points. So not really, playing too hot here as of late. Delaware State team, it's 3-1 in its last 4 against the spread, 11-5 in its last 16 here following an ATS win. Eagles are 1-5, like I had mentioned, in their last 5 overall. 0-4 in the last 4 following a straight-up loss to, Coppin State. Just not playing well. I'm going to give Delaware State a chance here to make that 1-12 road record a little bit better here today.
All right, so Ramon here. I'm sorry, Ramon. We had Mindy here. I said Ramon on my mind here. You came in with the over in this game, right?
Did I have an over in it? Oh, man, maybe I did. But anyway, I might have messed up if I did. I'm sorry, Tony. Well, anyway, if I did, I would pick the over 148. But I had it down as a Delaware +6. That's probably me just being tired.
All right,
sorry.
I can understand. Let me double check here because I thought I usually just.
It could be me. I might have done it that way, Tony. I'm sorry.
Yes. Let's see here.
I surprised everyone here today in this one, huh?
Yeah, let me see here. I'm getting all these messages here. Let me double check here. See here.
All right.
Let me go into I'm pretty sure I just cut and pasted it from there.
Yeah, you probably did. It was probably my own fault. When I went to write it down, I gave the opposite side of what I had put in on the worksheet there.
Let's see the worksheet. Yeah, we had the over. Well, compensate. We had the over here
Oh, well, I'm going
148.
to take the over 148, and I'm also going to take, Delaware State here +6. So maybe a little bit of a bonus play.
There a bonus play there. So yeah, we have the over 148 here with Coppin State and Delaware State. That's all right. I just wanted to double check to see make sure I didn't make the mistake, but it happens. But yeah, Coppin State is just it's just been pretty rough here for this team. Looking here, I mean the overall numbers. Just looking even in conference play, it's been rough here for them defensively. Inside, they're getting crushed there. They don't force turnovers, so they're giving up about 55% shooting inside. Delaware State, a team that's 356 in the nation. Again, the common theme here is lack of defense. They're the worst defensive team here in the MEAC conference.
Yeah, I mean, and if you look at, Delaware, State here, they're giving up, around 94 to 84 points a game. So it hasn't been anything, any big surprise. Like I said, been losing by an average of 17 points. Even if you kind of take a look at where these, teams have faced other teams, like they've each played Morgan State, each played, Maryland Eastern Shore now. And again, they're allowing almost 70 points as the Delaware State team. And then Coppin State, they're allowing almost close to 80 to 90 points a game. So it should go well over the 148. And I like Delaware State too.
All right, we got Mindy here on Delaware State and Delaware State and Coppin State over 148. This one will have a start time here, 7:30 Eastern time. All right, Mindy, let's go over at TonySpeaks.com. We've been on absolute fire here. 2,026 units of profit for the year. Also showing great profit the last 3 days. Also coming off a big winning day yesterday. NBA on the card. We have some 14 in college hoops, a few hockey. What do you have going over at Tony's Picks?
Well, I was only able to muster one today out of the NCAA college basketball, so I do have that on a total, so you can go out there and take a look. You can buy that as just a single play as well, only $15 for that. Otherwise, I do have a 3-pack in the NBA as well as a guaranteed best bet. Or if you want to buy all 5 of my plays, you can get those today. For only $35 there as well. So not too much today, but it is a little bit of a smaller card. But Ramon and I on the morning steam, out of 15 plays, we did agree on, 10. So, do have a lot of action there as well. Take a look at some of those morning steam plays or packages today on Tony's Picks as well. But, again, feel like I've been hitting the card here pretty well. I'm on top of the leaderboards in quite a few of those places. So I think it's a good time to go ahead and take a look at something a little bit longer term if you're, planning on sticking with me here for a little bit. I am on the positive side the last 5 out of 6 months. Also, as you can see there this month, we'll have another winner there too. So I'll be the last 6 out of 7 months ahead of the game. So it is a good time to take a look at maybe something a little bit longer term, a month-long pass, get you, closer to baseball season. And then also, if a month is too much, maybe take a look at something like a 3-day or 7-day that will get you through here a lot of nice plays in the NBA, NHL, and in college basketball.
That's right. So I got with Mindy over at Tony's Picks. We flashed the numbers up here again. This has been on absolute fire. 2,026 units of profit for 2023. That is all documented based on $100 per wager there on the unit calculations. That's competitive amongst a lot of sites that are competitors as far as the multi-capper sites. A lot of them use 100 unit, and we will too, just to remain consistent with everyone, not to make ourselves look worse. I mean, it's obviously called business for a reason, right? You want to be competitive, not look like an idiot when you run a business. So get on board here.
Yeah.
Even though some people think we should look like idiots when we run a business, but they don't run a business. They have just one subscriber on their YouTube channel, and they want to tell us how to run a business. But anyway, get on board here with Mindy Hahn over at Tony's Picks. You see the great results here over the past year. Of course, tonight she has her plays up for you. So go ahead and get signed up here. Tonight, 5-pack here from college basketball and NBA combined. Also in here with an NBA 3-pack as well. College basketball best bets as well on the board with Mindy, who's been on absolute fire. But it's, you can buy all these plays individually. But again, the way Mindy's running, just get that 1-month all sports pass. I mean, she set her residence there on the top of leaderboards. I think she's going to send her mailing address on top of leaderboards the way she's running. So get on board there. You see the weekly pass, but just get the 1-month pass the way she's running. All of Mindy's premium plays for the month. That includes all her premium plays here from the NBA, NHL, college basketball. This will take you really near the start of the conference tournaments as we go right into February, right? So we don't even have a full 31 days in February. So you're getting right near the end of conference play there with that 1 month pass as this month flies through. Super Bowl pick as well for Mindy. I wonder if she's wearing the team she's going to pick. But you got to remember, but I will say this: she went 2-0 in the games yesterday, and they were all over/under picks. So your Super Bowl premium might be an over/under pick. So
that's right. It might.
It might. So check it out there, guys. So get on board with Mindy over at Tony's Pick Stop. Who knows? We might have first half and halftime in the system by then. I don't know. We'll see.
Oh my goodness, really?
Well, I mean,
that's a big move or what?
That's where I'm hoping to, but we're ahead of what we want to be with the other promotions we're running. So we'll see how that goes. Well, we want to get all that. We want to have all that stuff in there. We'll see where things are moving here with our other stuff. But anyway, guys, the 1 month pass will get you all of Mindy's premiums for a month. Of course, that promo code will come in handy. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout, and you'll save 20% off that premium pick package for 1 month. That takes $66 off that 1 month all sports pass. And the way Mindy's running, you have to just consider that 1 month pass and get on board with it. You can access Mindy's page by clicking the link you see there in the description. Click the All Cappers tab and get on there and go ahead and get signed up. As you can see right there for Mindy's page, you'll scroll down, see all the great documented records there. And of course, again, like I said, this is based on a $100 wager. That's how we do it. That's how everyone else does it who is credible in our industry. So we're just being consistent with everybody else out there. And of course, you'll find her one-day passes as well as the longer-term passes there as well. So get on board. Also, if you're interested, some of these packages, if some of these packages break, meaning one goes off and there's still 3 or 4 picks on there, they're sold on the pick ticker. You can find the pick ticker right there on the bottom there. So get signed up. A lot of one-day passes we sell on our site. We're happy to see, even though I've had some people question me why I decided to do that. it's just another bit works. That's why. I had a site. People don't know this, but I had a site maybe like 15 years ago because I was doing some sports talk radio in Vegas. But my biggest mistake is I created a new domain. I didn't put it on my site. That was a big mistake I made. And I learned from my lesson. Put it in. My GM at the time told me, "Dude, you should put it on your site. Why are you doing this?" No, I got to separate them. That was a dumb mistake, but it's all right. We got it right this time. But anyway, it's the technology is so far advanced now than you'd ever want. But anyway, get on board with Mindy. You'll get that 1 month pass, and of course, Mindy, we have a Twitter account for you. Find more picks from Mindy over at Tony's Picks Mindy, and of course, that morning steam play. You guys have been on fire with those morning steam plays as well.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you can go ahead and find more winners today at Twitter. So you can find both me and Ramon, Tiffany, Ben. You can find us all out there in the Twitter sphere, where you can just go ahead and do the at Tony's Picks Mindy, at Tony's Picks Ramon, and you can get even more free plays here, more free picks. We're all about the picks here at Tony's Picks. But my pick is going to be another one of these fun college basketball games here today, NC Central versus Norfolk State. We did, half of that on the morning steam show, so you can get my other half on that play here today. But yeah, make sure you catch us on the morning steam every Saturday through Thursday, 8 a.m. Central. It's a place where we come together with our like minds, the folks that get in trouble for being on their cell phones all the time looking at scores. So yeah, you can go ahead and, I think it's really nice because we can see where the steam is going, right? That's the morning steam. So Ramon, he goes ahead and gives us all of that information, which ways the lines are moving, where the sharps are at. So we can go ahead and have that info and make the best plays and get the best lines. So we all together can go ahead and beat Vegas every day. That's our goal, and I think we're doing a pretty good job of it. And we think that you guys are too. We see that because you guys show us, right? You've been showing us your winners on Discord. So make sure you get on Discord, where we go ahead and put out the morning steam preview every day. If there are any games that you're interested in, you can post them there, and we'll be sure to cover them on the show as well. So we are here to please the folks. So get on out there and make sure you get on Discord right away. Tony went ahead and put the pin there, so it's going to be pretty easy for you to find. Totally free. And you can ask us any question or give your picks. A lot of people put out player props, and it looks like all of those have been pretty successful here thus far.
That's right. Yeah, we have a great community there over on Discord. Follow the link there and get signed up. And of course, Mindy updates the Discord with the games that will be previewed on the following show. So again, college basketball can be cards. Some days it could be 14 games up to 150 games. So if you have a request, put them in early. And what's the cutoff time for that request? Because I always have that question because I know it takes time to prep.
Well, I mean, so like for me, I would say probably around like 8 o'clock Central. I think that would probably be the cutoff time for you to make sure you get on the main board, right? So to see your pick there in the lineup. Otherwise, we sometimes do also will go by request, as well. So if you're in the chat room and you say, hey, we want to take a look at this game, me and Ramon, we usually go through every single game. So we have that information available. So we can just go ahead and put that out there pretty quick for you. But again, it's better if we have a little bit more time to prepare, get the graphics up so we don't, slow the show down. So it sounds like you have to deal with the gardener and I have to deal with dogs too.
I know. I got to deal with gardener. Again, timing again around this time. But that's how it rolls. But anyway.
Squirrels out on the deck because they're eating the birds' food because it's cold, right? So the squirrels come up here and try to get that, and the dogs hang out there and, watch them on the deck.
Yep. That's no doubt. It's funny because you just I don't know if do you ever get that Facebook ad about trying to catch mice?
I don't know. Maybe.
Okay. It was just disgusting because now that you said about eating other animals, that thought came to my head. I better erase that. Anyway, it was just weird. But anyway, all right, Mindy.
I'll tell you about it after.
Yeah, about it after. It might help. It might help you save on feed. But anyway. So anyway, all right, Mindy. Have yourself a great afternoon, evening. We'll catch up with you tomorrow.
Yeah, sorry I messed up there and put out the wrong game. But hey, double bonus on the Delaware State COPPIN.
Yeah, you put up the that's right. Error in the player's favor, in the audience favor. You got 2 plays.
Right. Double bonus.
Double bonus. There you go. All right. I remember when bank errors used to be in your favor. Remember that in Monopoly?
Yeah.
What happened to that? That's gone now, right? That's gone now.
Exactly. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's not coming back anytime soon either. So.
I don't think so. Absolutely not. All right, Mindy, have a great afternoon, evening. We'll catch you tomorrow. Mindy Hahn here on Game Day Picks. Guys, we're with you here on the show. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. We're with you here Monday through Friday here on Game Day Picks at 3 Eastern time. So make sure you like, subscribe, set notifications, be live with us. You can join us in the chat room like our man Nathan Cerna. He's watching at work. Again, I appreciate Nathan there in the chat room. Many of you do watch at work at this time, and I just want to remind you that we do have a podcast out there. So when you're driving home from work, you want to catch the morning steam, you can do so on our podcast page. And I think I have to go back to my screen for that. So let me go back to my screen and put the graphic up here with our podcast here. And since this is a 5-day-a-week show, sometimes I forget where everything's at. All right, here we go. The podcast. It's Tony's Picks Podcast, available on all major platforms. Just search Tony's Picks on any of your platforms, whether you're on Apple, or you can be on Google Drive. I know we love our truckers out there, and a lot of people in the live chat want to know about our videos, our podcast. We put every show in every video in podcast form. No one else does that, by the way. Every one of our videos is in podcast form, by the way. So you can check it out there over at Tony's Picks Podcast, and you can find that just pretty much anywhere on any of your podcast providers, because we're pretty much on all the podcast forms now. So check it out. All right, let's continue on here on Game Day Picks. It is now time to welcome in Ramon Scott. You'll find him over at Tony'sPicks.com. Also the moderator at our Discord. He was he stepped forward and said we need some communication board. Let's bring up Discord. So he's the one who brought that feature to Tony's Picks. Ramon, how's it going?
Hey Tony, real good, real great win by the Chiefs. Congratulations to them, and Mindy was excited, and hey, I think it'll be a great Super Bowl. So we've got to wait 2 weeks, but that's okay. We can just talk endlessly about it until.
Well, I've kind of put football, believe it or not, in the rearview mirror after the last divisional round, because I've just been so solely focused on college hoops, NBA, that it's just. To me, it's another game. I know it gets all the hype and all that, but I'm more locked in right now to the baskets in college hoops. That's just how I'm wired here after so many years of doing this. Of course, we start with the NBA when it launched in October. Then college hoops, we've been knee deep in it, and now we're kind of now. I look at the numbers. Yesterday there was 3 games left. Now there's 1 game left, and I already kind of feeling where I'm going to go with this one already. even without looking at the numbers. But should be a great Super Bowl, no doubt. Tonight we go to the added board here with Citadel and Chicago State here. Citadel 3, total 139.
I guess you won't be bringing us a pick on the flag football game, huh, Tony?
No.
Hey, I'm going to take a look at this one. Yeah, talk about knee deep. I mean, we've been covering it since day one in college basketball, so why not try to touch on every team if we can? I guess we might by the end of the season. How about Chicago State? They're coming off a road victory, Tony. The Cougars, it's a big deal when they went on the road. Their first road win of the season, they're mostly on the road.
It's a big deal when they win anytime.
That's right. I mean, you look at the last couple of years, they've actually won 3 of their last 6 games. That hasn't happened since late November, early December of 2019. So that year they proceeded to lose 19 straight games after that. So Chicago State, believe it or not, things are looking up. They had a press conference just recently talking about bringing Division I FCS football to Chicago State. Enrollment's been up at Chicago State from really a down point just about 6 years ago. So they're an independent right now in basketball after being in the WAC for a few years, and they'll look to get into a conference probably by next year. The Summit League is a pretty obvious choice, but one of the things is they're going to probably have to add an FCS program to maybe gain admission to a conference again in basketball. So I think that will probably happen. They had some pretty notable guys, including Howard Griffith, at that press conference. So I watched that game the other night, Tony, that they beat Coastal Carolina for their first road victory. You want to see some excited guys, right? I mean, it's not all about winning every game. They pulled off that win against Coastal, 74-70. I talk about them being the barnstorming team. They play almost every game on the road, and they led Stanford by 7 points at halftime last week. They ended up losing 72-65. They had a pretty busy time over the last couple of weeks, but they're going to end up playing the Citadel today. They'll be an underdog here. Citadel's won 2 of 3 and 3 of their last 5, but Citadel just 4-12-1 against the spread in their last 17 games, including 1-5-1 against the spread their last 7 off of a spread loss. The Citadel also has a long-term spread record of 15-37-2 against teams that play sub-400 basketball on the road. Well, Chicago State does that. Chicago State does have D1 wins this season at home. They beat Southern Indiana, they beat Valpo, and they beat IUPUI, but who hasn't? They are 10-8 against the spread on the road. Meanwhile, the Citadel just 3-5 against the spread at home. So you look at a Chicago State team with some good trends, 9-3 against the spread. Their last 12, 8 of those wins coming, of course, on the road. They're also 4-1 against the spread against teams that are below 500. Shows you their strength of schedule. They've only played, they played a few more than that, but in their last 5 games, 4-1 against the spread against sub 500. Strength of schedule, though, Chicago State 98th in the country. The Citadel 253rd. They compete, of course, in the Southern Conference, taking a break for this one to take on, like I said, independent Chicago State, 13-8 against the spread this year. Are the Cougars. So next up for them is Hartford, Tony, which is a big deal because they play home and home with Hartford. It'll be the battle of the independents. There are only 2 independents this year. It's Chicago State and Hartford. So it's hard to find anyone going to be on Chicago State here. You got it with me. I got Chicago State plus a field goal.
Yes.
They're going to play football. I'll take them plus 3 points tonight against the Citadel Bulldogs on the road. Hey, let's make it 2. Let's make it another road victory, Chicago State. I'll probably watch. I mean, I watched the last game. I tuned in when I saw they were winning. I'm like, better get this one on. Then this might be monumental. So take Chicago State tonight on the road against the Citadel.
Roan here on Chicago State against the Citadel. You know, they played at Longwood home. Actually, Citadel, going back to Citadel, still that fast tempo with the Citadel team. Although we don't see too many scores in the hundreds in D1 schools. They did lose. They did give 100 to North Carolina, but this is a team that goes fast, and faster, right?
Yeah, and one concern, they are 3-0 straight up as a favorite this year. They've only been favored 3 times, won them all, so laying a bit of a minimal number here. But I just think the perception of Chicago State kind of outweighs their reputation right now. The reality outweighs the reputation, I should say, with Chicago State. Yeah, they beat Aurora College the other night. On Saturday night by like 45 or 50 points, but Aurora is a D3 team. When they were on that West Coast trip over the last couple of weeks, when they played that Stanford game, they played some other games out here. They beat, I just had to say, they beat a school that doesn't know where they're going. They beat East West College of the Healing Arts. They don't even know if they're East or West, but Chicago State did win that game on the road as well, but again, not a Division I opponent. So still, because of Chicago's independent schedule, they often find themselves playing tougher teams on the road. I don't know if the Citadel's necessarily one of them right now. Again, there's some real negative trends there with Citadel against the spread. So willing to take a shot with Chicago State. Citadel's got a pretty nice player in Bryce Johnson. Came up with a pretty big game the other night, 27, 29 points, something like that. So they'll have to contain him. Chicago State has 3 guys that practically never leave the floor in their best 3 guys. So, we're looking for games tonight. I got one for you.
Yeah, Chicago State, they played Murray State to a 1-point loss on the road. They were competitive against Minnesota, a loss by 3 there. Ball State can shoot the basketball there in the MAC. They lost by 7 there, and those are competitive losses there. And UT Rio Grande Valley lost by 3 there in that WAC. I think Rio Grande Valley had a good weekend, right? Did they beat Baptist? I think they had the win there. That was UT Arlington, I believe. Let me see this UT Rio Grande. Who did they beat? Yeah, they did beat Baptist. They beat Cal Baptist at home. Also that was a win there for the Rio Grande Valley there. So Ramon here on Chicago State +3 here against the Citadel. This one will have a start time here of 7 Eastern time. All right, Ramon, let's take a look over at Tony'sPicks.com for tonight's action, showing great results here in the NBA for the last 30 days. That is all documented over at Tony's Picks. You can verify that by going to Ramon's handicapper page. Go over to the pick history. You'll see them there as well. And tonight, Ramon, we do have an 8-game card here from the NBA, hockey, as well as a 14 from college hoops. What do you have going on over at Tony's Picks?
A little bit of everything tonight, Tony. 3-pack in the NBA tonight. Yeah, Mindy and I agreed on 5 games over there with our Team Steam picks. So those are available. You can watch the show, pick up 5 free winners that we agreed on. There are more winners too, because the games we don't agree on, we usually end up giving out 2 plays, but the 5 plays are all documented and tracked at Tony'sPicks.com. And you mentioned it, our strong record over there at Tony's Picks. You don't have to subscribe to them, but if you do not want to watch the show, go back and have to fiddle around with your YouTube, scroll, move the little red bar, find the pick, watch the whole video. We prefer that, but you can subscribe to our premium consensus picks at Tony'sPicks.com and get all of our plays that we agree on. You don't have to watch the show at all, and the record speaks for itself. We're on top of the 30-day leaderboards right now. Mindy and I, when we put those handicapping minds together, nobody better on the website than Mindy and I on our show, Saturdays through Thursdays, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. For me, though, Tony, like I said, got those 5 plays with Mindy. I've got 3 plays of my own in the NBA. So I've got a full card, but really on this NBA card, on the 8-game schedule, I got 8 plays. So pick that one up for $30 over at Tony'sPicks.com. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout. That'll save you a little bit more money. You see the NBA record there that you talked about. And, having a good. There's also my college 3-pack today. 3 games in college basketball. If you're looking, Tony, if you're looking for the Big 12 or the ACC game, don't buy my package. We're going to be looking at games similar to this one tonight. You guys saw it. You guys see what the board is about. tonight. You got MEAC, you got SWAC, you've got Patriot League. I'm involved in some of those games. Certainly, Mindy and I did also have agreement on some games over on the show as well. So you can pick up those games as well. But my college board is a 3-pack tonight in college basketball. So pick those games up. And my best bet comes to you in the National Hockey League, the game between the Blues and the Jets. Mindy and I already gave out our play on the side. So as you can guess, not seen here on the screen, but it is on the total tonight between these two teams that are pretty big contrast in styles. So I don't think you can know whether I'm going one way or the other. Yes, they might call me Mr. Under, but this one's lined at 6. And you have St. Louis, a total over team, and Winnipeg, a total under team. So you better pick up this one for the discount. Best bet, Tony, $15 over at Tony'sPicks.com. Profit guaranteed, or get credits back to your account if I don't cash those packages or that single game play tonight for $15. You can pick up another play the next day with me, or move to another handicapper and let them take a shot. And we always leave with a positive experience at Tony'sPicks.com. We give you a winning experience every time, no matter what. So those are my plays tonight. Tony, 7 plays. That's all I'll have. Probably no late steam necessarily tonight. Not just, news doesn't break as much, certainly, or at least harder to find. I got the tweet decks open. I'm checking out some of these games tonight in the MEAC and the SWAC, but we'll roll with those 7 plays tonight and start the week off with some winners.
All right, start the week off with winners with Ramon Scott over at Tony's Picks, showing great results as we talked about here in the NBA. So go ahead and get on board with Ramon Scott over at Tony'sPicks.com. Tonight's action up there, college basketball Monday 3-pack up there. It won't be from the Big 12, so it'll be from the other conferences that are up in play today. So go ahead and get signed up. 3-pack here from the NBA as well, and also a best bet on NHL Monday night. So get on board. Remember, these individual plays are credit guaranteed. You must turn a profit or the amount you purchase is credit back in your account for site credits. That is profit guarantee. Also, Ramon here may consider the longer term pass, as Ramon has a 7-day pass as well as a monthly pass up on the board right now. That monthly pass will get you all of Ramon's premium plays here for a month. That includes all his NBA, his college basketball. This will take you right near the end of conference season there when you get the 1-month all sports pass, as well as let's see here. Does baseball start early this season? I go back and look at the schedule. I know there was the World Series Classic, the World Classic, but I don't think we're getting into baseball until March, right? Well, actually, no, we're not. I'm getting confused here. Yeah, we start baseball in April, not in the March, beginning of March. So no, this just covers all of the baseball. I'm sorry, all of the basketball, NBA, college basketball, as well as NHL. So I'm getting ahead of myself. I was listening to a bunch of baseball podcasts yesterday. That's why I've got baseball on the mind. Got to get ready for the new upcoming season. Some of these starting pitching rotations getting in play here, and of course, Greinke got a 1-year contract with KC again. So some of those late season games matter. There are players out there looking for contracts. So always keep that in mind when you are handicapping baseball in September. But anyway, we're here in end of January, so go ahead and get on board here with Ramon Scott. And that long-term pass, that 1-month all sports pass will serve you well. All of Ramon's plays here for premium plays here for 30 days. Use that promo code TonyT at checkout and you'll save 20% off. You can access Ramon's page by clicking the link in the description. Click your All Cappers tab and then you'll land right here on Ramon's page, and go ahead and get signed up there over on the on his page. And of course, you can also catch Ramon over on we got you also on Twitter. I was listening to podcasts. Actually, I was listening to MLB is really what it was. It wasn't a podcast. Everything's now a podcast in my head. It was at MLB on XM. The two general managers do it's very interesting. 2 general managers do a show on that MLB network, and I find it very informative, Ramon, because you get the general manager's perspective on things. I think they help me a lot in my handicap when I listen to GMs or former GMs.
Oh, yeah. They've got the gentleman on MLB Network as well. You talk about Lombardi in the NFL, his insight. Those are the guys that I really like to listen to. So I agree with you there. And, looking forward to World Baseball Classic, Tony. I mean, basically, March, early March, basically 2 weeks of, pretty high quality baseball. I think people take it for granted a little bit, but looking forward to the World Baseball Classic. I don't know if we'll be uh, making any selections here on Tony's picks, but I'd love to watch that when it rolls around. Of course, it's been a little bit of, with the pandemic, took some time off, and they're back now in full swing. So that'll be fun to watch. Yeah, get my social media pick tonight over at Tony's Picks Ramon. It's going to come to you in the game between Alabama A&M and Bethune-Cookman. Pick up that one over at Tony, yes.
Bethune-Cookman. Oh, it's basketball. Yeah, I was worried about that. Okay. Never been in the news a lot, so I was a little worried about that. All right, go ahead.
Pick up that pick over there at Tony's Picks Ramon. We got social media picks pretty much every weekday for sure over there. And I also have two videos embedded on the site here, Tony. For today, you can pick up a winner in the Jackson State Southern game in our sponsored video here on Tony's Picks. And I also have our leaderboard video where I talk about all the handicappers and the great day they had and how they're doing over the last 7 days and 30 days. And my pick on the leaderboard video is between Alcorn State and Grambling. So hanging out with the HBCUs on my free pick videos today here on the website. And Mindy and I will be back for more morning steam where we're cranking it out and picking winners together. So even, when we're in a little bit of a lull, it seems like we're still getting it done. Not having crushing days over the last few days, but still staying afloat. You see right there on that 30-day leaderboard, plus 3,000 units there over the last 30 days when Mindy and I picked the games together. There you see the sponsor video there on the screen, Tony, where every day I close my eyes and pick a winner and deliver it to you.
I told him that. I told the GM to fix that. So I think, I don't forget what he was supposed to get the word out. But yeah, I remember that.
And
yes.
Just want to also mention tonight, Tony, I always tout it. I never know when it's on, but I have it on good word that tonight there will be NBA Crunch Time. If you've never seen it, it's not on every day. I can't even figure out when it's on, but it's on the NBA app, and it's like the red zone for the NBA. They come on about an hour and a half into the action and just start folding in the finals, and they kind of do it from a gambling perspective. They have Tim Doyle, the former Northwestern player who really has moved he's a basketball analyst, but he's kind of moved into the gambling realm over there on CBS Sports Network. And it's a real interesting program because they bounce from game to game there and give you the finishes, if you will. And we know the NBA can have some fun finishes. So I like that product when it's on, and I have it on good word that'll be on tonight. So maybe I'll watch that instead of just firing up all the games tonight. So NBA Crunch Time. And I've got that 3-pack in the NBA and a bunch of plays. So I'll be watching all the games. Who am I kidding?
Yeah, that's right, guys. Check out the Ramones. You got the video there on the homepage, and you hit the premium picks bar. You'll get also the daily leaderboard update as well as Ramones free pick there at Tony'sPicks.com. So make sure you guys check that out if you would. Also, Ramon is the moderator there. He came to us with the Discord idea, and you can also the conversation also continues there on the Discord. Of course, Ramon is in that room a lot. I pay a visit in there. Mindy's in there as well, but Ramon is the moderator there on the Discord, and of course, a lot of. Some conversation there was kind of a little quiet this weekend, and I know you put up that late steam with that up on there as well. Some steam information for those. I guess if you get it live, I think the least is important, right?
Yeah, I mean, it does give you an indication. These are not selections. These are just the steam that is released by one of the major line services. Anybody could subscribe to it. It is a cost service, so I'm just really passing along the information. One thing I might start doing, Tony, because sometimes I like the steam and sometimes I don't. So maybe we'll get some feedback on this in the Discord. But I'm thinking about grading the steam or commenting on each team play, because we know that the Sharps are not always winners. A lot of times they're just playing hitting numbers, and sometimes I'm not on that side at all, and I don't want anybody to get misperception of these being my plays. Yeah, I'm a steam chaser, no doubt about it, because really you have to be. If you like a side and it's getting ready to move or on the move, you better get on it now. Otherwise, you might as well just toss it in the garbage and not play it, because if you miss it by 1, 2, 3 points, really you're not getting the best of it anymore. You better feel really, really confident on the plays when you see the steam. But again, this is just major line service steam. People might be familiar with the product. Tony mentioned the word pest earlier, I think, kind of rhymes with pest. So, yeah, it's only when I'm really around. I don't post every play because, well, I'm sleeping or at the grocery store, living an exciting life here in Las Vegas. So,
yeah, I thought Mindy made a good comment. I was listening to one of the shows on the weekend. I don't know, was it Saturday? I think Mindy made a good point about it. About this post, I think you were talking about it, and I think she asked you, how can it be more conversation? How can it be more conversational? I thought that was a good point she made about that post there about these. Like, how can you make this more conversation, where it would actually stimulate some conversation amongst everybody?
Yeah, that was my something I might do is either grade the steam or comment on what I think of each particular play. So maybe that, because I want to give out more plays in there too, especially on a Saturday. I know everybody's busy on the weekends; they're not hanging around necessarily at their computers. So hopefully, get a little more traction in there. There have been some busy moments in there, but I think this weekend everybody's focused on the football games. So by the time those rolled around, anyways, there was really no action left on the board. Yeah, the NBA was playing a little bit into the afternoon. People were kind of commenting on how bad the NBA games were that were going up against. I don't think in the quality of teams, but the quality of play wasn't too sharp on those NBA games that were butting heads with the football games yesterday. So that might be something we'll look into. And I only expect it to grow in there. Might take more time, but the more people you have, the more conversation there will be in there. And yeah, we're kicking all those people out that we don't want in there, and don't talk about it. It was really
we don't want to feed the trolls. You give life to the trolls.
When you mentioned that, I was really sad you mentioned that.
Yeah, we don't want to feed the trolls. I mean, what they're looking for is attention, and why give it to them? Right? I mean, why give them? That's exactly what they're looking for. And it's just kind of like a roach, right? If you do nothing to the roach will just add more roaches, right? You just want to just exterminate them as soon as possible and keep a nice, clean business. Right? There you go. Enough of the conversation there. But anyway, yeah, I hope to populate more of it. And I guess I was talking to the GM over the weekend. We were kind of talking about, we have a lot of cappers on here. A lot of them don't do the videos, and I think a lot of it has to do with getting their time availability. So there are some talks with them that I will probably be doing some one-on-one videos with them, just because they're newbies, and I should probably work with them a little bit more with that situation here. So I think once I well, that's the whole idea. That's the whole idea is I can probably, when I work with them one-on-one here with video, I don't think I'm going to go live with them. We're just going to do one-on-one and then they'll do the upload. I'm going to put too much pressure on them, say we're going live. Maybe after a few shows I'll do that. But I think I have to really develop some of the younger people here on the show now to feed into the show. But I think what will happen is when I talk to them, I'll introduce the Discord and get them into the Discord a little bit more. But we want to put some video and some voice behind some of our cappers. A lot of them want to do the show with me. Of course, football season was tough. I was knocking out 15 college football games a day, knocking out the entire NBA board, Major League Baseball. Working on 3-4 hours. So I'm not making excuses, but that's now I've got the time without the football coverage here. And sometimes when we get the limited NBA, I can get some one-on-one video work here with some of the new cappers here that we can introduce people to and get them rolling, because a lot of them want to do it. So I think that's how we're rolling. Then we can feed them into the shows that way.
This is an invaluable resource. I wanted to do shows with Tony T before there were shows with Tony T, and once he started advertising for cappers, like he still does, and you just can't dial up the GM and say make me. He's going to scrutinize you a little. That's why you see the we've only added a few cappers, and we want to see more of them. Tony, I'm not going to sit here. They work so hard at getting the picks. They must be hard at work all day and don't have time for this opportunity. But this is an invaluable opportunity on a 37,000 subscription YouTube channel. I try not to miss a day if I can, because I think it's so important to be on the air on this volume of a subscription channel. And you look at the growth of our morning steam show. We're so proud of that, Tony. Got to the 100 live viewers just recently, and now the show, after it's completed, getting up to 500 total views on the shows. So that's not including the chopped up games. So it's just invaluable. I hope they all are doing great. It's great if they are, but you really got to take advantage of these opportunities with Tony's picks. I'm serious.
I think we are definitely going to get them on here. That we're going to work on that. We're kind of going back. We do a night show, but I think the best thing to do is just let me get them ready for the shows. Probably the best thing to do, and work with them one-on-one, and just do just so I can just give them some tips and stuff when I'm working with them, and then gradually introduce some of the features like the Discord and whatnot. Just introduce them to the audience, because a lot of them have said in the past they want to do shows with me, and I will be doing this in the near future here. I was talking to GMEs. We're going to set it up, and I think they're receptive to it. So I'll work around their time, so that's not a problem. And even if I have to do, like today, I did the college football shows at afternoon, in the morning, which worked my schedule today, so I was able to do that. And because I like to watch the morning steam at 6 a.m. my time, and to do the college basketball.
Tony.
I watch the morning steam, and I get the college basketball. Who is this here? The guy was working on. Oh. Anyway, I got gardeners and I got exterminating. Well, I don't have a problem with that. I do preventive work when the guy runs around and just sprays everything. But anyway, that was going on around here. All the noise you were hearing.
We got more coming. You mentioned it. What you talked about with the G. We got more coming for our family. If you're at Tony's Picks, if you will, there's more coming, and I'm trying to get another show together, because we just think it's
probably, if you got another show together, it'd probably be with someone experienced. Because I want to at least work with some of the new people, and we'll see how we can fill that as well. And then we'll see how that goes moving forward here with the added shows here, because I know I have a lot of new people here. I probably want to work with them first and get them live show ready, and I think that's probably the best way to roll with it. I know I saw some of the videos that they did with us, and that was just kind of I probably want to work a little more with them, so I'll do that, and then we'll get them show ready, and then we can start feeding them into the live shows. Once they see what happens is, once they see the success they have with the videos and see the views they get, boom, then they want to take it to the next level and join live show. For some of them, it's very tough to do that, and that's how we do. Why don't I bring them the drive-through? What's the different? We don't cross promote yet that way with them. So anyway, I see that suggestion.
But don't forget to hang out with us. The drive-through simulcast on the Tony's Picks YouTube channel, and I try not to get in the way of any of their fine cappers, but we're commenting in our chat on our side of it, and just mentioning things like, I'm updating any injuries that might come across, just basic information, really, not to step over any of their great people over there, but just late-breaking information for our chat, because we're starting to get some good volume in there at that time, and it's such a critical time of the day, especially on the weekdays. That's 6 Eastern.
Yeah, we do that. I've been working with Mitch for years, and it's always fun working with him. But anyway, I think it was just building the community here with game day picks, and of course the videos we'll have throughout. Of course with the morning steam, and of course with the new cappers, I'll work with them one-on-one here with individual videos, and at some point get them ready for the live shows. I think that's a step we need to do to get them that. They'll be more receptive, because they're newbies. They're new. A lot of them have not been in that spot where they're in live, and I know what that's like, because I started the first time. It was not easy, but it's a lot easier when they have they work with me. I can get them ready. I won't be live. It'll just be recorded and then uploaded after the video. So I think that's the way we'll roll with it. But anyway, Ramon, keep up the great work, and we'll talk with you again tomorrow.
See you then. Thank you.
You got Ron Scott here on Game Day Picks. Guys, we're here on Game Day Picks Monday through Friday here at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you like, subscribe, set notifications so you're live with us, so we can you get the best numbers when we give you the plays here on the show. So be sure to subscribe there. All right, let's continue on here with game day picks. Yeah, I like to have our little meetings in front of the audience, because I always like to get your opinion on things, because we sit behind the we talk about these things behind the curtain, but I'd rather just have a meeting in front of everybody, so I can actually get some input here from some of the guys. Someone asked about a Friday show. Okay, Friday afternoon college basketball show. A lot of games. That is true. A lot of games. We do miss some of those on Saturday with the steam. They got to take a day off at some point, right? That's what's cool there. But yeah, I try to fill it in. I try to get 15 games in on my college basketball show on Saturday. And also, yeah, we'll see moving forward how we can fill that void. Dial up the GM, our man C James in the yeah. I'm not getting for some reason my software is not pulling in the chat today for some reason. So I'm just reading it. Okay. All right. What else we got here? Springer. We got Montana. Who else do we have here? And, of course, Nathan Cerna in there as well. All right, let's continue on here on Game Day Picks. It's now time for my play, so let's go ahead and put the my game card up here. We're going to go here to the NBA here. Mavericks here to host the Pistons here. The Mavericks laying 8.5. Total sits here at 229.5. We'll be looking in this one here at the Pistons here, plus 8.5 here against the Mavericks. This is the Mavericks team has just not been a really good cover team. They've got some flaws with them. They're just pretty much a team that is just league. When you look at their overall numbers here, they're just a league average shooting team. I know Doncic is a very important part of that team and is pretty much the team. When you kind of look at some of the performances from when you look at the team numbers, it's been very disappointing for this Mavericks team, and you can see why they've been really having issues here covering games. They've had issues, even winning some of their games, and I don't think their playoff fortune is going to be very good this year, because you stop Doncic, so then what are you going to win for them? That's the problem. You really need at least 2 or 3 guys there that can pick up the slack. You need a little bit more scoring option. Who knows how they'll handle the playoff situation as well. But here, looking at this game, let's go ahead and refresh the injury report, see if there's any late breaking news. We know Doncic was questionable coming in. He's still questionable as we speak here. Still Cleveland Wood out here for Dallas. Bagley Joseph here out for the Pistons. We got Ivy Burks, your backcourt here for the Detroit Pistons. Burke coming in from had spent some time, I believe, in the G League, trying to get his career going again. Sadiq Bey, Bogdanovich, and key shooter there in for Detroit. Durant as well, the center. But again, here when you kind of look here at this Mavericks team, really a bad loss. They did not have Doncic in that game against the Jazz. They were just out rebounded there by 18 in that loss there to Utah, and didn't shoot the ball very well. And they were down by 18 in the game. Also, Wood is out of that game. Also, I think a little bit of a defensive liability, but definitely helps the offense, no doubt about that. Forgot about Wood there, but he's been going to be out for a while. Kind of looking at the Pistons here, they have lost 4 of 7 on the road, giving up 122 points per 100 and scoring 113 per 100. But Dallas, this is a team that has lost 4 of 6 at home, giving up about 120 points per 100 possessions while scoring 117 per 100. We're going to look here on the Pistons here and take the points here at plus the 8.5 there with that number. All right, guys, check out Tony'sPicks.com right now. Over on the site right now, what I've got here is five premium plays on the board today. Right, I've got a best bet here from the NBA. I also have a best bet here from college basketball up on the board. I also have a 3-pack up there with two NBA and a college hoops play. So 5 premiums there on the board for me over at Tony'sPicks.com. 2 best bets as well. Best bet from the NBA, best bet from college. So that's your 2 and your 3-pack. That's a 5 premiums going today. Get on board with those. Or you could also go with my long-term pass. I have a 3, 7, or 30-day all sports pass. You get all of my premium plays for that period of time you select. When you go to my handicapper page and you make that purchase and use that promo code TonyT at checkout, you'll save 20% off. You can access our page by clicking the link you see there in the description. Click the All Cappers tab and go ahead and get signed up. All right, let's continue on here on Game Day Picks. Reminder, guys, to visit our Discord. The conversation continues there over on our Discord, so keep an eye on it right now. All right, let's continue on the show. It is now time to go ahead and recap the plays from today's show. So let's go ahead and get the recap screen up for you right now. Mindy was on Delaware State and Coppin State over 148. Ramon likes Chicago State plus 3 against the Citadel. and I'm on the Pistons plus 8.5 here against the Mavericks. All right, that's going to do it here on this on this show here. Make sure you guys tune in again tomorrow live here at 3 p.m. Eastern time. We'll do it all over again. We'll bring in our cappers here from Tony's Picks, and we'll give out plays for you live in action. And make sure you guys tune into this show. All right, we've had some issues here with our chat. Our chat software is still bringing up morning Steam stuff for some reason. We'll see. Let's take a look at the guys. I know I don't like cockroaches. That's why I have a guy over here, not the Orkin man, but another guy that walks around here every 3 months he comes and sprays stuff around. I don't know what he does. I don't even see it. But I don't have issues at all with pests. And I just keep paying whatever I got to pay him every 3 months. And he gets the job done, as they would say. And the gardener, of course, does a great job. So you guys hear him every Monday when I do the show. For some reason, he's on at this time. I don't know. It's supposed to rain. You got here before the rain, so I think that's what happened there. So there you go with it as well. And Nathan says I have one on my parlay. He bought the points. Took the Pistons plus 10.5. All right, my man Nathan. Good luck with that play. He's in. He's in with a big 4-team parlay up there. I want you to share that over in the Discord. That's where the conversation will continue in our Discord, guys. And be sure to click the link below. Ramon promised he's going to make his late Steam or his Steam plays a little bit more conversational. So check it out over at our Discord, and make sure you subscribe. It's totally free. You'll find the link there on the top, and we'll get that conversation flowing some more. We also have on that, by the way, we do have on the Discord. I know Ramon was talking about doing some live streaming or some game watching. I think this would be a perfect platform for it, because down here where it says video channel, we can actually do a live stream right here under this. And as you can see here, it's got my camera. And what does it say here? Oh, Discord. I think my camera's in use, so it won't let me do it here. But I can actually do a live stream. And I can actually invite the members to come in and do a complete live stream. So we can actually do a live stream here on the Discord. So that's something maybe we'll experiment with. Maybe some game watching. Maybe Ramon can set up a game watch and do it in live stream, and have a lot of the members in Discord join you, because you can set invites. I think you might even be able to do a password, give out a password on it, whatever you want to do on that Discord. Let me see. Let me go to it live here. Let me see what I can do here. Let me see what will happen here. Let me see if I can stream myself on the Discord. That might be fun. Let's see. Come on. Let's get to it. All right, here we go. General, Tony's Picks. Let me see if I go live. Wait a minute. All right, we are on here. I want my camera on. Let's see, will it turn it on? I'm on mute. Let me see, wait a minute, I don't want to see that. Let's escape. I know there's a way to do the video here, so I just got to figure it out. Right click, edit server file roles. Nope, I don't want to do that. What do we got going here? So I know that I can do a video on this, because I did it. I tested the other day. Unless it was just a free trial. But I will get this thing working, I promise you. I will get the Discord working here. I know I'm now speaking on the Discord. Let me mute myself. And I just want to see if it has video, because I was reading that I have video. And it finds my voice. There's no output device. My video setting, test video. It's using the correct stuff here for that. I'm going to test my video, and it's working. My video works on Discord, but why can't I get myself on the? Let's see here. Mindy's in video too.
I'm trying to. There you go. See, I'm in it.
You're in there. Let's see. I'm trying to see you're in there. Is your camera on? Is your camera
on? Can't figure that one out so far.
Yeah, that one I'm having a hard time trying to figure out.
I think I'm coming on. There it is.
There it is. There's Mindy in the Discord. So there you go. So I think we can probably do a little watch party if we get we use the camera. I think because my camera's in use, it's not allowing me to do the stream here on when I'm doing this on Discord. But you can see there, we can do a little stream. If Ramon wants to set up a watch party, we'll do it on our Discord. So another reason why you guys want to go out there and sign up. I think Discord, I think I've got some. I think what's happening here is my video settings need to be set up on this thing. But test video. I think what's happening here is that my camera is not being tested, is being in use right now. So we'll get that thing fixed. But anyway, I wanted to. Well, I think that's something we can do, guys. So it looks like a lot of fun. So check it out there on our Discord, because there's a lot we can do with it. We just got to figure out how to do it, and we do. We'll be ready to roll with it. All right, that is going to do it here for our show. Let's bring in our crew here from the show. We're going to go goodbye, guys. Guys, have a great afternoon, evening. We'll